World Cup predictions, Group F, where we have Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia, who made it all the way to the finals in 2018. Chuck, do you see a repeat of that, or how do you see this one playing out?
I see them going out to the groups. That's the only repetition I'm going to see because
Croatia?
Yeah, Croatia.
Whoa!
Croatia, Belgium to qualify. As much as those squads have aged on and they're much older, I think the oldest squad in the World Cup is the Belgian team with an average age of just over 30. But I think they've got enough quality to beat the other competitors. But in terms of quality, European sides still do have what it takes. I mean, when in doubt, you lean towards Europe. I don't think Morocco, I mean, yes, they've got Abu Hakimi, they've got Abu Sais at the back as well. They are formidable, but I don't see them tipping the needle in their favor. I don't think Canada makes any noise as well. I mean, I still think US are still stronger than Canada. So looking at those two factors, I think it's still Croatia and Belgium.
So Alfonso Davies has made Canada, him and his boys have made Canada relevant in football, which is a great story when you check where he comes from. You have Morocco, who have Ziyech, who's returned to the team. They've got Hakim, who's a superstar fullback, and they've got the coach who won the African Champions League with Wydad, having replaced the previous coach who was always having fights with the star players. But I don't think that's enough for them to get out of this group. You have so much experience with Croatia. You have Modric, still older, but then he's still very much world class. And then Belgium are the interesting one for me because I think this particular tournament, Kevin De Bruyne has to be the star man. Whereas Eden Hazard has very clearly been 1A and him 1B. Kevin De Bruyne has to step up. That's the only criticism he has received in his career, that outside of the comforts of Manchester City and Pep Guardiola's system, he might not do it. But we've seen Hazard has not quite been the same for a couple of years now. So it's going to be interesting. It's also interesting what Hazard are we getting at this World Cup, because he is still the captain regardless of what has happened with his time in Spain. So I do have Belgium and I do have Croatia. I do have questions though.
Mm-hmm. So I think to close it out, it'll be interesting for Belgium beyond the group phases, because I think what has perturbed Kevin's performance is the fact that they play a similar role in terms of what he and Hazard do, that free role just behind the striker and that creative role. So I think with Hazard not being at his best, Kevin has to take the mantle. He has to step up and do the business. But I think it will be interesting in terms of what they actually can do together when one is not really firing. So interesting times.